What's up, my central unit? It's the Central Man here. So this is my review of WWE Elimination Chamber 2025. Wow. This is the night of returns and heel turns, I think. Actually, one. We'll get to that heel turn in the end. So wow. Four matches on the show. This show was a 3.5 hours. I don't really call it a pay-per-view. It's on Netflix around the world. I think in America it's streaming on Peacock, so I'll call it a streaming live event, something like that. So it's the last one. I know they got NXT Stand and Deliver, but I'm talking about on the main roster side, the last one before WrestleMania 41 that will take place next month. So anyway, the first match to kick off Elimination Chamber 2025, we got the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So the competitors in the Women's Chamber match, the winner face either Rhea Ripley or Io Sky for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 41. I'm going to do it in a alphabetical order. So we got Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. And then before the start of this match, out comes the return of Jade Cargill. We haven't seen Jade in months. She was taken out. I think it was in kayfabe. I don't know. It was she got injured, or that was a kayfabe thing, because it's a way to take her away from, get her out of the ring. I think she was known for doing botches. I think Jade is an okay worker, but it's, I don't want to get into that. So anyway, Jade made her return. You thought that she was going after Liv Morgan. You thought speculating that Liv attacked Jade Cargill, injuring her, put her on the shelf for months. But nope, she attacked Naomi, slamming her into the cell wall, the cell pods, slamming her head on the chamber door. And Bianca's selling it, Bianca Belair selling it like Naomi's being killed. You got the referees, and the paramedics, escorting Naomi out of the chamber, out of the arena, and that really count as a not disqualification, but elimination, because I think it's the first time in history that a person who's in the chamber match got eliminated without getting pinned or submitted. So that was shock. So anyway, I'm gonna do by eliminations. If I do move my move, that's not my thing. I'm not an analysis, discuss by move my move. Otherwise, it's going to be very long. But anyway, this was a good chamber match. Not a great. There've been better ones in recent years, but it's still a good chamber match. It's the continuation of the rivalry between Bayley and Roxanne Perez. I'm gonna call her Roxy. Roxy hit Bayley with the power bomb. I think Roxy's smaller. Bayley, I think Bayley's tall. She power bombed Bayley off the turnbuckle onto the cell wall, not cell wall, but on the cell floor. Anyway, she locked. Trying to make Bayley tap out with the crumple crossface. Bayley managed to roll out, trying to counter it. I think she kind of trying to jam Roxy's hand onto the cell wall, but I feel she was slamming Bayley into the cell wall, shouting "You're not my role model anymore." Because I think Roxy, I know it's Roxanne Perez. It's short for it is short for Roxanne, but I'm gonna call her Roxy. But Roxanne, Roxanne Perez, she kind of grew up watching Bayley. I think the age gap is about a decade. I think Bayley's in her mid-30s, Roxanne Perez is in her early 20s, so it's about 8 years, so like that, 8 years. Anyway, Like she was going for like the I think she was trying to hit I can't remember I think she was going for the rose plant. I think she did hit the rose plant on the cell wall. I think it was is it Bianca Belair or Roxanne Perez? I'm not really 100% sure, but anyway, Bailey was the first or the second person to get eliminated, you know, because Naomi is no unable to compete. But anyway, so Bailey got eliminated. She was going for the rose plant on, I think it was on, I don't know who, is it Bianca Belair? I'm not too sure. So anyway, so she got eliminated by Liv Morgan. She hit the Oblivion onto Bailey to eliminate her. So I knew it's not going to happen. I don't see Bailey winning this match, you know, because she's still in this middle of this rivalry between her and Roxanne Perez. Anyway, so Roxanne was the third person eliminated. She got eliminated by Alexa Bliss. You know, I think it was the Cold Breaker by Liv and the Twisted Bliss onto Roxanne Perez to eliminate her. So yeah, this is leading up to Bailey Roxanne Perez one-on-one match at WrestleMania. You know, I want to see that. You know, both beautiful. They're both really good. You know, like I think Roxanne's beautiful. I think the one part she stands out, like really turning a lot of people on, is her eyes. She's got really good eyes. You know, that beautiful brown eyes she has. You know. They're both Hispanic. You know, I don't know what. I think the Mexican. I think both are from Mexico. I don't know. They're Mexican, Puerto Rican, something like that. You know, they're Hispanic. They're beautiful. I don't know. Like Bailey's from California. I don't know. Is Roxanne from California as well, or maybe she's from. I don't know. I don't know where she's from. Is she from Texas? I don't know, man. But I don't want to get in that. So. Anyway, the final three in this match is Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair. I thought Alexa would, you know, win because Alexa was the first woman to win the first ever women's chamber match back in 2018. They brought up, before that, you know, Michael Cole brought up like Roxanne Perez past. You know, she was training to become a wrestler when she was a kid, a teenager. That's like, you know, cool. But anyway, so and also later on, Cole bring up, you know, the time how many times they won the world title. You know, I think like Alexa won it more. Alexa's 5-time world champion. Liv is 2-time world champion. You know, she was SmackDown Women's Champion. The women's world title that's on Raw. And Bianca Belair is the 3-time women's champion. I think she was Raw, SmackDown Women's Champion. She was Women's World Champion, or maybe did she win the NXT title? I'm not sure about that. So, but anyway, so I thought Alexa would win this match, but instead she got eliminated. I think she was going for the Sister Abigail onto, I think it was Bianca or Liv, but Liv rolled up. Liv rolled up Alexa Bliss, and at the same time holding on Bianca Belair's ponytail to eliminate Alexa Bliss. You know, Bianca whipped Liv. You know, like they were battling on top of one of the cell pods. You know, there was a mark around Liv's stomach. You know, she got whipped by Bianca's ponytail. It's typical. If you watch a Bianca Belair match, you know, the heels always pulling on Bianca's ponytail, her braids. That could really bad for your neck a little bit. You know, God, it really could strain your neck a little bit. You know, but anyway, so I thought Liv would win it, but unfortunately that's not the case. So it's Bianca Belair. You know, in the end, Bianca hit the. I think Liv was going for the Oblivion, but Bianca counted it, hit the KOD, the Kiss of Death, to win this match. Yep, she's going to WrestleMania to face either Rhea or Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. You know, by the time this video record, this is before the Raw after Elimination Chamber, so I'm going to predict Rhea getting the victory, beating Io Sky. I can see a triple threat match, you know, down the road between Rhea, Bianca, and Io for the championship. But maybe it's unlikely. So now, Jade is doing this stuff with Naomi. I'm guessing they're trying to get Jade away from the tag team title scene, same as Bianca. I think for the best, I think they've done everything they could. They were tag team champions last year, Bianca and Jade, two-time women's tag team champions, and then, Jade, was taken off. Naomi carried the title reign. And by the way, they just recently dropped the belts to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So, I think Jade's likely going to turn heel. I don't see Naomi turning heel. I think she did turn heel like 10 years ago, but that was a flop. I think she's more natural as a babyface. That's just me. But for Jade, she's better off being a heel. If you follow Jade Cargill's run, in AEW, she was throughout the whole run in the company, she was a heel. She was the first ever TBS champion. But we don't know. We got the whole month of March and the first 2 weeks of April until WrestleMania. So it was a good opener. I don't want to see Liv won that match, because if they do this match, they're going to do once again Rhea versus Liv. We've already done that. They had a good rivalry in 2024, but I thank God they never got into that prediction route. But Bianca won the champion match for the second time. I think she won it. I think what year? I think it was 2022, 2023. It's one of the other years, but. Anyway, let's move on to the next match. So the next match, we're going to keep it short. This is the only tag team match of the night. This is for the women, by the way. We got Nia Jax and Candice LeRae taking on the WWE Women's Champion. That's the title on SmackDown, by the way. Tiffany Stratton and the hometown girl, Trish Stratus. Weaker match of the night. Not a bad match, but it was just kind of there. Not much to talk about. Candice, very underrated in my opinion. Like, she's a very underrated worker, man. Her title run, on top of her championship she won in the company, on top of WWE, by the way, is, I think she was the NXT Tag Team Champion with Indy Hartwell when she was part of the Way. Really it's shocking to me she's never been NXT Women's Champion. It's really shock. I think she's very underrated. She looks like Alexa Bliss, to be honest. She's reminds me of Alexa Bliss, man. I want to see that down the road. Alexa Bliss versus Candice LeRae. I think it'd be cool. Anyway, try to keep it short and simple, by the way. It's both Tiff and Trish wearing colors of the local teams in Toronto. I'm from the UK, by the way. I think that it's hockey or basketball, something like that. But anyway, so Nia, I'm not a big fan of Nia. Her jokes, she was mocking Trish. She was showing USA, trying to piss off the Canadians. Even though like Nia's. Here's one thing about Nia. Nia was born in Australia. She's half Australian. I think she's got a German mother. But she kind of grew up in America. But anyway, so she was mocking Trish. She hit Trish with the stink face. The three women really showcased in this match is Nia, Trish, and Tiff. Candice had one or two moments in the ring, but there's one unique move in this match. The Nia grabbing Trish by the legs, wearing her like a backpack, and kind of rammed her into the middle, the middle turnbuckle. Trying to keep it short and simple. I think Trish was going for the Stratosphere, the Stratosphere onto Nia, but Nia countered it. She hit the Stratosphere onto Candice LeRae. Anyway, so in the end, Trish managed to hit the Stratosphere onto Nia off the top rope. That was for the near fall, and then Candice going for the moonsault off the ropes, but accidentally hit Nia instead because Trish got out of the way. In the end, Tiff hit the prettiest moonsault ever onto Nia to score the victory. I think very odd that Nia's taking the L. I thought like it's going to be Candice. But yeah, anyway, because they're really building Tiff up for her match against Charlotte at WrestleMania. No Charlotte on the show, but between the women's matches, like for WrestleMania, like one of them's going to get the triple threat match. Whether it's going to be, like I said, Rhea, Bianca, Io, or on the SmackDown side, it could likely be Tiff, Charlotte, and Nia, because I think Tiff's business with Nia is still continuing. It's very weird that they didn't do a one-on-one match for the championship, because Tiff cashed in the briefcase onto Nia, and I thought won the championship. I thought that because Nia's got her rematch clause. I thought they're going to go in that route, but unfortunately that's not really the case. I'll talk about more when I do my predictions for WrestleMania 41. That will be next month, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, besides that, I think the tag team match was okay. Moving on to, in my opinion, this is the match of the night. We got the unsanctioned match, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. This was good. I think both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn really beat the piss out of each other in this match. I think it's the first unsanctioned match in the company since Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho from Unforgiven in 2008. It's about 16 and a half years, going on 17 years. Wow. I understand they can't do it all the time, otherwise that match time don't feel that special. So anyway, it was a really good match. I'm not gonna go move my move, but they used chairs, they used the black hockey stick. Kevin, I think Sammy was selling the neck. I'm guessing he's got a bit of neck issues because he had Owens package power drive Sammy because he kind of associate with Roman, because Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns had that history, had that rivalry, in 2022, 2023. Anyway, so he had a history with the bloodline, the original bloodline, and I think it was the current bloodline, before Owens turned heel. Anyway, so Kevin Owens hit the fisherman suplex onto Sammy, on the chair, on the table. He kind of throws Sammy off the turnbuckle onto the table. That was wow. Sadly, there's no blood. It's just what it is, man. In this modern era of WWE, the chance of someone doing the blade job is very rare. But yeah. The highlight of this match is the barbed wire chair, like Sammy produced. The fans were trying ECW. Anyway, so you had they were fighting in the crowd. Sammy hit 2 blue thunder power bombs onto Kevin Owens onto the tables with the drinks. Anyway, so he kind of used the barbed wire chair, hitting Kevin in the back with it. He kind of toe-hold Kevin onto that chair, and then Kevin was selling like he's lost an eye. And it's really shocking to me he didn't bleed. He's got the barbed wires, man. He's selling it like he could lost an eye, God, But he was okay, But yeah, Sammy was selling the neck, You had Kevin wrapping the I think he kicked out the blue. Yeah, he kicked out the he had Kevin kick out the Sammy kicked out the stunner. I call it the KO stunner. And then you got the referee did trying to do the free count. Sammy kicked out. He kind of attacked. He attacked Charles Robinson, clotheslined him, and before that, Sammy was going for the Vuna kick, but the referee, Owens kind of pulled the referee, to take the bullet. I don't know what the other referee is called. I know the blonde hair one is Charles Robinson, Lil Nate. Sammy did hit the blue thunder, not blue thunder bomb, the Vuna kick onto Kevin Owens for the near fall. I think he hit like his suplex onto the chair, not the barbed wire chair, but a normal chair, Anyway, so like it was really good. They really beat the piss out of each other. But anyway, so Kevin Owens kind of wrapped the chair around Sami Zayn's head and kind of rammed him onto the ring post. Like I think like the last person did that. I'm talking about in WWE was CM Punk to Jeff Hardy. Wrap around his neck and throw him and kind of pushed him onto the ring post. He did it like 2 or 3 times, and then he hit I think Sammy kicked out the pop-up powerbomb. Anyway, he did like he kind of powerbombed Sammy onto the ring apron like 2 or 3 times. So anyway, Kevin Owens pins Sami Zayn for the win. Yeah, the suits and ties came along. I think it's so ultra dramatic. This match is supposed to be uncensored. It's not uncensored but unsanctioned. Everything goes. One of the suits and ties was Jason Jordan. Wow, he's in the company. Yeah, his career kind of ended due to the neck injury. Anyway, so in the end, or after this match actually, so Kevin Owens he kind of rolled up the apron, the padding onto the floor, trying to hit Sammy with the package power driver, and then out comes Randy Orton. Randy Orton came to the rescue. We haven't seen Orton for months now. I think he got power drived by Kevin Owens. That was in late 2024. I think it was around October, November time. But anyway, so Orton came. They had that brief punch up, battle of the punches. Orton hits Kevin Owens with the RKO. He was going for the punt, the punt kick. But instead, they had the suit and ties and security guards, trying to get Orton away from Kevin Owens, and Orton just basically RKOing the security guards out of nowhere. So yeah, we're getting Kevin Owens and Randy Orton for WrestleMania. That's cool. I could see Orton could punch Kevin Owens in the head. For Sami Zayn, I don't know. He's selling the neck. Hope it's not serious. I think he'll take some time off. I don't think he's going to compete for WrestleMania. I don't know. We got the whole month for March. We don't know. But it was. I think this could be one of the contenders for match of the year. Both of them really beat the behemoths out of each other, beat the piss out of each other. I think probably the best match they had since was it Battleground 2016? They had a lot of matches. Their match at WrestleMania 37, almost 4 years ago. That was a dud. It was a good match, but it's revolved around Logan Paul. Did they have matches in 2022? During that time, because Sammy was part of the Bloodline, Kevin Owens was feuding with the Bloodline. I'm not 100% sure, but they had a lot. They've been feuding for 10 fucking years. I know they fought years ago. I think they were at Ring of Honor. Cole bring up their history, referring to their previous names they wrestled. El Generico and Kevin Steen. That's actually his real name, Kevin Steen. But before he entered in WWE as Kevin Owens. But 10 fucking years. Wow. Kevin. It started at was it the NXT? What's it called? Our Evolution. That was the last NXT show of 2014. Kevin Owens debuted, on that same night when Sammy won the NXT title. They both hug it out. Kevin turned on Sammy, and then the next NXT show, I don't know what it's called. The first NXT show or the first Takeover show of 2015. Kevin beat Sammy for the championship. Then they had, I think, months later, after Sammy recovered from injury. I think I think Kevin won the second match, the rematch, and then Sammy got hurt. They fought in the main roster. So yeah, they had a lot of matches. Throughout the years. So I think it's their first one-on-one match they had in years. So yeah, this was a really good match. Go and watch it if you got Netflix or Peacock. Anyway, so yeah, so let's move on to the main event. So the main event, we got the men's elimination chamber match. Winner faced Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. So the competitors in this chamber match, we got John Cena, CM Punk, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and Logan Paul. Logan Paul kind of entered the ring. He was waving the American flag. Yeah, he was getting a lot of heat, because the show's in Canada. He's waving the American flag. I'm not a big fan of Logan Paul, to be honest. They were chanting like "fuck you, not fuck you, Roman." Fuck you, Logan. Logan sucks. I think he did like some kind of suplex. I think it was a sidewalk suplex onto Priest onto the cell floor. The fans chanted, "You still suck." I don't really call it Bizarre Land. They're not booing, but I think I don't want to get into that. But anyway, so yeah, the Drew and Seth start this chamber match. You had Punk basically egging each other on. I think at the time Drew and Seth really hated Punk. Anyway, so I'm trying. Let's go down to the eliminations. Like that's my role. The first person got eliminated was Drew McIntyre. I think like Priest kind of rolled Drew up for the elimination. Drew got pissed off. He was staring at the WrestleMania sign because the show's in Las Vegas, and he's selling it like his WrestleMania dream is over. Because recap, the previous year he won the men's champion match last year to face the world heavyweight champion at Mania 40. He went on to beat Seth for the championship, and then Damon Priest cashed in the briefcase, beat Drew for the championship. So anyway, it's a good back and forth between Drew and Priest. They're both similar in height. I feel like one more in the match they did like Priest did like it's similar to Undertaker's Old School, but it was like it's Undertaker's Old School with the Hurricane Rana. That was cool, like to be honest, Priest got that Undertaker look. He's both tall guys, but they move like cruiserweights. That's cool, but. Anyway, so you had Drew attack Damian Priest, hitting Drew with the Claymore kick. I think he did hit Cena with the Claymore kick, and then that was after hitting Logan Paul with the AA. So anyway, so Logan Paul like did the splash off the top rope onto Priest to eliminate him. I'm not a big fan of Logan Paul. He does like these 4 or 5 moves of doom. I think he's not that good on the mic. They call him the Maverick. I don't know why it means. Why is the Maverick? Stupid nickname. But he does the 4 moves of doom. He does like the 450. I think he's the 450 splash. No, 4 or 5 moves of doom. Like the frog splash. I think he did the 450 something. The springboard 450. The buckshot lariats. The brass knuckle punch. I think he's very overrated. And the only reason I keep like pushing him, giving that big gig in WWE because he's the co-founder of Prime Energy Drinks. I like Prime, don't get me wrong, but I think he's appealing to the younger fans. I think people just don't like the Paul brothers. Logan and Jake Paul for years before the whole the incident in 2017. I don't want to get into that. So anyway, so he got eliminated by CM Punk. Hitting Logan Paul with the GTS. It's a revenge. Because Logan Paul eliminated Punk at the Rumble last month. So anyway, so that was cool. I don't want to. I thought later on in this match, I thought Logan Paul could return and trying to help Punk get eliminated, but I don't want to see Logan Paul CM Punk. I thought there's leaning going in that direction down the road, but who knows? But anyway, so the final 3 in this match is Cena, Punk, and Rollins. Seeing Cena and Rollins, not Cena and Rollins, Cena and Punk, hugging it out. It's the first. I think it's the first I think the Rumble match and this match is the first interaction they have in 12 years. They had a one-on-one match like the Raw in 2015, the Raw in 2013 before WrestleMania 29. That was the last time they fought one-on-one. and then I think the last time they interact in the ring, I think it was a tag team match or six-man tag team match. In my knowledge, I think it was Cena, Punk, Big E, Langston taking on the Shield. That was the last time Cena and Punk kind of tagged along. And then the story. Punk did the walkout, and it's the last time we see Punk for almost a decade. So seeing Punk and Cena hugging it out was cool. They trade like submission holds. Cena, I think Cena was going for the STF, but Punk counted into the Aragon device. You had Punk, you had Rollins yelling to Cena, says, he's mine. Go back to making movies. His ass is mine. Something like that. Anyway, so Rollins was the first. Well, the next person got eliminated. Like, it was cool. You had Cena hit Rollins with the AA and Punk with the GTS, and then the final two is Punk and Cena. They both won chamber matches in the past. Cena won it in 2011, Punk in 2012. I think that this match is Punk's first chamber match appearance since 2012, about 13 years, when he was the WWE champion. So, anyway, yeah, there's a good back and forth. I think they kick out each other's finishers. Cena with the AA, Punk with the GTS. Punk was going for, he was underneath both the. Here's the funny thing. This is like one more of the match, or the end of this match, or the end of this match. Punk was kind of like kneeling onto like the middle bottom ropes, and Rollins returned, hit Punk with the curb stomp. I think Punk kicked out the Rollins curb stomp. In during this match before Rollins got eliminated. So anyway, he helped Punk got eliminated, and his WrestleMania dream. So anyway, in the end, Cena locked in Punk with the STF. Instead of making Punk tapping out, he passed out. Maybe he passed out due to he was selling it. Like after he got curb stomped by Seth Rollins. So Punk passed out. Cena won, and this is Cena's first chamber match since 2018, about 7 years. So anyway, and this was Cena's first chamber win for almost 14 years. 2011 last time he won a chamber match. Since then he lost the one in 2014. The one in 2017. Was for the WWE Championship. That was won by Bray Wyatt. Because Cena entered that match as WWE Champion after he beat AJ Styles at the Rumble the previous month of that year. He lost his last one in 2018. That was the same night they debuted the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So anyway, that's got some star. I felt like the women's and the men's got former world champions in that match. On the women's side, you had Bayley, who's been world champion, Liv been world champion, Bianca been world champion, Naomi been world champion, even though she was the SmackDown Women's Champion. Forgot to mention that. Roxanne, she didn't so far haven't won the championship on the main roster. She was NXT champion, and also you had former NXT champions in that chamber match. Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and I think it's Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and did Alexa what? No, Alexa did. I don't think. No, Alexa didn't win the NXT. I forgot Alexa was women's world champion. I count it as a world champion. It's the Raw and SmackDown belt. I thought. No, Alexa wasn't a women's champion. So I'm trying to recap. So anyway, in this match, the men's match, you got like previous world champions. Cena's been world champion in the past. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, who just won the world title last year. The only one in that match never been world champion is Logan Paul. And then you got like guys who previously won the chamber matches in the past. Cena, Punk, and Logan Paul. I don't think Rollins won the chamber match. I don't think Rollins won a chamber match in his career. It's very, very rare. But anyway, so let's talk about the ending of this match, or the ending of this show. So afterwards, I think they set up two matches for WrestleMania. I think they set up Drew versus Damian Priest You know, it's their first match they had one-on-one since Clash of the Castle in Scotland last year. This time the roles are reversed. Well, the last match they had was heel versus heel. Even though Drew was in Scotland, the hometown kid, you know, he's kind of like a proper face. But this time, Priest is now the baby face. Drew is the heel. So, looking forward to that. I guarantee you this is gonna set up Seth versus Punk too. That would be good to see. Yeah, I think Punk will get his WrestleMania Mania main event soon, probably next year. He's only 40s. I think he's in his mid 40s. He's not like retiring yet, but that'll be another. I might talk about the prediction video for WrestleMania 41 next month. So anyway, so outcomes like Cody Rhodes. Now we've got Cena versus Cody. I don't think they I'll get to more of that later. So out comes Cody Rhodes, out comes the final boss, The Rock. There was a video package of him talking about his success in Hollywood. He's I think he's the most active guy on TikTok. He's bringing up his movies. I don't want to get into that. So anyway, out comes Travis Scott. I think it's very weird why he's here. You got some minor celebrities on the show. Some I'm not familiar because I'm from the UK, by the way. You had Robbie Amell, the brother of Stephen Amell, because Stephen Amell attended the first Raw on Netflix. Now his brother is attending Elimination Chamber. Anyway, so I don't know why Travis Scott is there. Brings nothing to it. The segment between Cena, Rock, Cody is good. Out comes The Rock, he tells Cody, the moment has arrived. He said, brace me. If you brace me, you brace me as your brother. I'll brace you as my champion. I need your soul, your mind and soul. Cody says, my soul doesn't belong to me. I give my soul to this ring and the people. And this is probably the biggest pop of the night. He had Cody just say, he kind of say to The Rock, Rock, go fuck yourself, man. And I popped. I was like, oh my God, Even though this is Netflix, I'm guessing uncut. It's funny, when Punk, I think in the chamber match, Punk swear towards Logan Paul. I called him an asshole. He kind of silence Punk swearing. But in this, he kind of didn't censored the swearing when Cody dropped the F-bomb. So anyway, that was a good pop. Before that, Rock says, if you say yes, the American nightmare lives forever. If you say no, the dream dies forever again. And then you had Cena, Cena Cody hug. Rock did his gesture. It's not like Benoit or Undertaker's throat slashing gesture. It's like it's like doing the throat slashing gesture with two fingers instead of one finger. He did that in the rivalry between Cody, Rock, Roman at last year's WrestleMania. Rock did that gesture. He did a gesture to a Cena, and Cena's facial reaction, he was smiling, and suddenly he's just not smiling anymore, and Cena just low blow Cody and beat the piss out of him. Yep, we got Cena's heel turn, the first time he turned heel since 2003. Wow. I might do a future video on that in the future, but I'm going to talk about it briefly. But Cena's beating the piss out of Cody, with the Rolex. Yeah, with the Rolex, with the microphone. He ripped his shirt and tie. I think he choked him with the tie while locked in the position of the STF. There were fans chanting "You sold out." Because Cena got a lot cheered. I'll do a future video on Cena's Hilton. In the future video, but not in this video. But anyway, so he beat down Cody. Cody was bleeding. You got Cena and Travis Scott. I don't think he brings nothing to this segment. Travis Scott, holding down Cody, Rock whipping Cody with the weightlifting belt and covering the belt with blood. I don't think we're set. I don't think we're getting Cody versus Rock. I don't think Rock is going to compete for WrestleMania. I think there's nothing for him. He's got nothing left to. I don't think there's nothing Rock to prove. He got that match last year. I don't know, but this is. I'm looking forward to this match. Cody versus Cena. Because we never had. I don't think they fought one on one. I think they did fought one on one. But I think back then Cena was much of a bigger star than Cody. Cody was just kind of like a mid card trying to get into the main event. And now Cody's on the same level playing field. So yeah, I can't wait for that. But I don't think we're getting. I don't think Roman's going to compete for WrestleMania this year. I think he's taking. I don't know, man. I think there's nothing for him to compete. He ended his feud with the Bloodline with his cousin Solo Sikoa. Maybe they could do Rock and Roman, but that's unlikely. So, but see, that's well done. His heel turn. Would I see Cena winning the championship? Hard to tell. We'll get to my predictions for Mania 41 next month. But ending that show with like Cody's bleeding. No emotion around Cena's face. Rock ended the show with a smile. Man, can't wait for that. We got the whole build. I'll probably watch some Raw and SmackDown, off screen. I don't really have the energy to watch Raw and SmackDown. It's just what it is. Too much coverage on this channel, so it's just what it is. So yeah, wow, that's a good cliffhanger. My overall rating of Elimination Chamber 2025 is a 10.5 out of 10. Nearly giving it the full beans of a 10 out of 10 rating. For me, it's back and forth of giving it a 9 or a 10, but I think I'm giving it a 10.5 out of 10. This was a really good show. Better than the Rumble show from the previous month. Wow. I think the 3 matches did deliver. The 2 chamber matches for the men and the women. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in the Uncensored match. But wow. The night of returns, of Jade Cargill and Randy Orton. Cena's heel turn is fucking executed well. The only thing I put in the okay is the women's tag team match, Trish and Tiff taking on Nia and Candice. It was just kind of there. It's just, it's good to see Trish Stratus, the hometown girl, showcase what she can do in the ring. The only thing I put in the bad for me is Travis Scott. He brings nothing to the table, in that segment between Cena, Rock, and Cody. But that's just me. But wow. Even though this year is still young, but this is pay-per-view, I don't really call it pay-per-view, but wrestling show of the year of 2025 so far. Anyway, what's your thoughts on Elimination Chamber 2025? Please leave your thoughts on the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube, be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks.